everybody, Christy here. I'm in the Hobbit house and I am working on the toilet conversion. What I am wanting to do is have an antique style wall-mounted high tank toilet with the pole chain. Unfortunately, they're really hard to find. They do have new ones, but they run upwards of $800, so that's not really in the budget. And I couldn't find anybody who had done it online, so I'm kind of winging it. But I think it's going to work, so I'll show you what I have going. Okay, I'm standing way back here so you can see the whole toilet, but what I've done is I bought a regular toilet, $50 at Home Depot, and I mounted the tank on the wall. Actually, it's not mounted to the wall at all. It's being held up by the water supply line and by the pipe. And so, you know, I would want a brass pipe, but you can't just go out and buy one of those. Or at least where I live, and they're rather expensive. So I have spray painted just a 2-inch black ABS pipe, put a connection on there so that it can screw to the toilet tank. I've got my water supply line here, and this is where it would be different from somebody who's doing a remodel, is that I knew I wanted a high tank toilet when I was doing the plumbing, and we kind of just stuck it up in the wall. What I wish I had done is it's kind of right behind this pipe. If it would have been over 4 inches over here, would have worked much better. Or if I just had it down at the bottom where most supply lines are, that would have worked as well. So anyway, I'm working with that. Down here, where it goes into the toilet tank, I have the washer that came with it, and then I had this piece of wood just left over from something, and so I cut it, traced the porcelain, cut it, and then I will screw upwards from the bottom with washers into this and kind of squeeze that washer into place, and then that will hide that ugly part if left alone. I don't have to stain it right here and such, but I think that will work. And then also, a thing I hadn't thought out was I need to put in these bolts, because you have, this is the screw and bolt that would connect your tank to the toilet. But since I'm not doing that, you still have to fill those holes. So I just put them in, and luckily I had enough room here because these are rather long to be able to fit. So next we have the pole chain. Normally this would come out the side in kind of like a metal lever and then have it coming out the box. I wasn't able to do that just because of how it was set up. It was going to be pretty difficult. You could buy a toilet that had the flusher on the side, and that would have made it a lot easier, but what I ended up doing was just buying this lamp cord chain, a little wood one with some brass that matches the whole Hobbit hole look. And then what ended up being easiest was I just wrapped it around the flusher, and so now when you pull it, it pulls that down really easy, and that should flush it into here. And so I've also built a box that will encompass this. I'll need to trim it out and then stain the whole thing, but I think it's going to look really cool. And I'm not sure how much I used on the wood box. I was trying to find like a ornate one that would go well with it that was pre-built, but I couldn't find anything that fit the dimensions. But that's a possibility that somebody could do. So with the wood, I don't know, I probably have $15 to $20 in there, and then this lamp chain, which was just like $3. So really not a lot of extra cost, and the ABS pipe is super cheap compared to the $800 model. I think it's going to work out really nice. Okay, so the toilet's all done. I've built out the box, trimmed it. I was able to use another little piece, the same board that I had for down here for my header, which turned out to look pretty great. And I'll show you how it works. like that.